1490 WLCX, real news and great conversation for La Crosse. Here's your daily news roundup.
From the Civic Media newsroom, I'm Melissa Kay. A Republican candidate for governor was endorsed by President Donald Trump this week. Trump said on social media that Tom Tiffany, who is the current representative in Wisconsin's 7th congressional district, has always been at his side, and as governor, Tiffany would work to grow the economy, cut taxes, secure the border, ensure law and order, support the military, and protect gun rights. Tiffany, a long supporter of Trump, launched his campaign in Wausau in September. After the endorsement, Washington County Executive Josh Shulman dropped out of the gubernatorial race, meaning Tiffany will face medical service technician Andy Mansky in the August 11th Republican primary. The primary for Democrats is much more crowded, with 7 candidates still in the race. Scammers are using the tactic of impersonating local government entities and officials to obtain money for fake tax bills and other fees like building permits or zoning submissions. The Wisconsin Department of Agriculture, Trade, and Consumer Protection has received reports from individuals, businesses, and even government entities of being targeted in this manner. Scammers will use email and text messages that seem legitimate with well-written details, sometimes impersonating specific individuals using official government logos, street addresses, and titles. They may even ask potential victims to immediately wire money to avoid late fees, fines, legal action, or even arrest. Scammers try to instill a sense of urgency to get you to act out of fear of retribution. The DATCP recommends using verified contact information for local government entities, officials, and utility providers. Local news at the top and bottom of the hour, or on demand anytime at lacrosseeagle.com. From the Civic Media newsroom, I'm Melissa Kay.
With Civic Media News, I'm Stace Keene. 3 more Wisconsin Republicans are headed for the exit, including Kevin Peterson, Devin LeMahieu, and Rick Gundrum. Peterson is from the 57th District in the Fox Valley and says he's proud of his time in the Assembly and thanked his staff, colleagues, and constituents. Senate Majority Leader LeMahieu from Oostburg says he's ready for a new chapter and wants to spend more time at home. Gundrum is from the 58th Assembly District in central Wisconsin. He says he's looking forward to family and travel after 20 years in local, county, and state government. LeMahieu is the 4th Republican state senator not seeking re-election this fall, joining Racine's Van Wangard, Brookfield's Rob Hutton, and Whitewater's Steve Nass. In the Assembly, Gundrum is also the 4th GOP member stepping aside, along with Speaker Robin Voss of Rochester, Speaker Pro Tem Kevin Peterson of Waupaca, and Representative Dave Murphy of Hortonville. Public school enrollment is shrinking again across the state of Wisconsin. State data showing public schools lost more than 14,000 students this year, with 68 of the state's 72 counties seeing declines. Overall, enrollment dropped nearly 2% as compared to last year, continuing a long-term slide that's pushing some districts to consider closing or combining districts and schools. A new report from the Wisconsin Policy Forum says the state has been losing students faster than the national average for more than 2 decades, though the gap has started to shrink recently. And Bayfield County is standing apart from its up north neighbors over the Line 5 pipeline project. The county board there voted 10-2 last month to reject an agreement with Enbridge that would have reimbursed the county for emergency and law enforcement calls at the construction site. The district attorney in Bayfield County said taking that money could make it look like law enforcement is working for the company, not the public. Some supervisors have argued that Enbridge should still help to pay for the extra costs. Iron and Ashland counties have already said yes to that same deal. More news is available at civicmedia.us.
The Badgers season ends. Hi, I'm Mike Clemens with sports men's college basketball. The Wisconsin Badgers lose in an upset to the High Point Panthers, 83-82. The Panthers hitting 3-point shots 15 times in the game. Did the Badgers have a bad performance? Head coach Greg Gard.
I didn't think we played bad. I thought they beat us. They beat us. They were banging in that many threes. That was their chance to do that. And credit to them. Tip your cap to them. That they were able to make shots. They didn't take more and make more than they have in a long time.
The Badgers' Nick Boyd after the loss.
Disappointing. It's the name of the game, man. You win, you lose. You got to keep your head up, get yourself back up, and, keep keep fighting. I mean, I ain't disappointed about nothing. It is what it is.
NBA, the Bucks blown out in Utah by the Jazz, 128-96.
We played awful, didn't play with any competitive spirit tonight.
That's Bucks head coach Doc Rivers. With sports, I'm Mike Clemens.
It is going to be partly to mostly cloudy today and mild with a high in the low to mid-60s here this afternoon. Tonight, mostly cloudy will drop to 37 for an overnight low. Tomorrow, the best day of the week, mostly sunny with a high right around 71. We will cool it off on Sunday into next week. I'm meteorologist Sean Cable.
That's your La Crosse News Roundup from WLCX. Find more news anytime at lacrosseeagle.com. Subscribe to this podcast on Spotify, Apple, or wherever you find your podcasts.